My name is Chris Palmer. Now I've mapped out a step-by-step process 1 through 5, starting with your website, your YouTube channel, playlists, how to find the keywords that matter, building out the pages so you can get more traffic, and 5A, also adding the videos to pages that are already existing, and I'll also give you some tips and tricks to keep your YouTube channel safe. So let's start off with number 1, website. This is almost self-explanatory. I think that it's very helpful to have a website that you can add videos to and start bringing in traffic, but it's not necessary for gaining traffic from YouTube videos. Secondly, the YouTube channel. For this example, I will share with you another YouTube channel that I have. Now, the other YouTube channel that I have is just based around fun stuff. I just use it to surf the web, but I will walk you through the process here. But I want you to take a look. When you're filling out or creating your channel, I would base the channel name, which is here, around your brand. So I think that having a branded asset is not only a good idea overall for your social fortress, meaning like Facebook and Twitter, but having a YouTube channel based around your actual brand, your industry is very, very helpful for solidifying your social fortress. So we will make this a brand entity. We'll create and fill out all of the details, your about, every single piece, every aspect, fill it out, make it brand centric. Aside from that, if we take a look at our notes here, number 3, I'll show you how to create playlists for the state, and let me go ahead and show you that now. So the very first thing that you're going to want to do, quite simply, is once you're here, all you have to do is once you've filled out your details, created your account, you're going to come inside of here. You're going to go to your YouTube studio once you have a verified YouTube channel. You'll click on YouTube Studio, which is on the right-hand side, and then click on Playlists. Now, I would just go ahead and set this up so it's easier once you're creating your videos to start adding the videos to the playlist. So the playlists would be as follows. One of the very first ones I would do is I would do whatever state that I'm around. So let's just say if it's PENNSYLVANIA, right? If I'm in Pennsylvania, so we could do one that's based around Pennsylvania dentist, or for this instance, it's catering, right? This is just a channel. Now, obviously, you're going to want to, or this is a playlist, and this is a name. It's just going to segment the videos. It's just another opportunity for you to get more. Look at it like this. If you're looking at a website, they have their category pages, and then they're listing all of their locations. It's the same for your YouTube channel. You have your top level page. It's, hey, I'm Pennsylvania, and I'm doing this. And then underneath it is my supporting content. It's the same for video. So you could look at it like that. It's my top level category page, and the videos are my support content. Now, let's go ahead and move on. We're going to go right in here to number 4. So this is finding keywords with video enhancement. So one of the things that I like to do very simply is utilize a tool called Semrush. So Semrush makes this ultra easy. There's multiple tools that do this, but they make it pretty simple. Now, if you take a look, we're going to utilize a key phrase, very broad or a large keyword, and we're just going to simplify it by putting in catering. Now, you can do this with any keyword, but we're going to start with catering. Now, what we're looking for individually is going to be video enhancements. So video enhancements, if you're not sure, is just like over here. A video enhancement is any search engine results page that includes a video. So what we're looking for is keywords. So for this example, digital marketing Las Vegas, this has a search engine results enhancement of video. So as you can see, I have one here from a recent fun little contest that we did, but what I want you to look at is this. Here's the video enhancement. And there's a certain way that I want you to create your thumbnails. Now, the thumbnails for your channel, let's say that we're going to create a video, all right? The thumbnails, I want you to make the layout just like this here. So as you can see, I've added the primary keyword that I'm targeting. So what's my video about? What's my industry? What's my website or my phone number? Google can read the text. So put your keyword on the page, put your website on the page, put your phone number on the page. Now, whatever you're trying to do, whatever your overall goal is, if you want phone calls, the phone number big. If you want people to go to your site, make the website big. Seems simple, but hey, it's a step that's usually often overlooked. And to be honest with you, most people won't even go over to the video. The goal is to see it and they click it. So that thumbnail aspect is very, very crucial. Let me go in and show you how you should set up the videos. So we're going to go ahead and just use this example right here. Why not? So let me take you over here to this video. And then as you can see, there's a couple aspects in here. So if you take a look here, the location I filled out, the details. So when you have your main keyword, it's Las Vegas Digital Marketing Agency, and then I put my brand name. You can set that up in any format that you want, but make sure that you're leading with the keyword that's most important. And if you want to end with your brand, usually a good idea. Now, aside from that, I've used sentiment plus the keyword in those first couple words, and I've also made the association utilizing a link or a URL. Now, to take it one step further, what I did is by creating these little timestamps, also known as video schema, I was able to use the keywords over and over and over again on the page. Plus, Google looks at this as an extra emphasis. So this is how I want you to set up your pages. First, thumbnail. Secondly, I want you to come in here, add the geolocation. And if you're curious of how this is done, let's go ahead and do a quick example. So once you upload a video, when you press this plus button, you'll upload your video. You will then be led to a screen that looks very similar to this right here. Now, once I'm on this video, I want to first put my keyword, and then I want to put my brand name, right? After that, this one is for a different project, so don't just take this into consideration. But the very next thing is in my description, the first thing that I want to do is I want to repeat exactly what I have here and add a sentiment word. So the sentiment word that I would suggest you use is type in one of your keywords, look at the SERPS, search engine results page. Are people using the word best? Are they using the word top? Are they using the word superior or any other word like that? Whatever they're using in the SERP, you use it in your video. Don't use it up here because this is a key factor, but down here, perfectly fine. Now, included within these details, we also want to include, of course, our website. That should be first. We're also going to include our name, address, phone number. And if you want to be a little sly, you can also throw in your Google My Business short link. That's up to you. But a key element that a lot of people miss are breaking down these video schemas. So how you do it is you have to start with 0:00 and then in parentheses put whatever keyword you want. And what will show up is something very similar to this. It'll play. And then you will have these search enhancements within Google search, like it'll break down the video. And if you go look at the source code, they're looking at this a little bit differently. It's so important. That's why I'm really hammering on this fact. Put these in here because as you can see, look at up here. See how it says the words with whatever I typed within the actual video? Trust me, add this in. It starts with 00. It has to start with 00 and then just fill it in. So I've talked about that enough. Now let's go back over here to filling out the details. So we're going to do our title with our brand name. We're going to put our description. Then we're going to add our video schema. Okay. But first we're going to have our website URL. Okay. So website URL, our name, address, phone number, our Google link, right? Google shortcode link. And then we're going to add our video schema. Now, if you don't want to go through this entire process every single time, then limit the amount of video SERPs that you're going to target. So when you're pulling out your video, which we're going to start talking about this, search engine results that allow video, just limit the amount if you don't want to go through the process. But this process is the one that will allow the most success. This is the way that is very, very helpful. I'm walking you through it now. So we're going to add this. Keyword again, we'll put a short description, our website URL, our NAP, our Google link, and then our video schema. You know, this kind of stuff is old school. I put it in here. I was testing it out, but if you scroll down here to the bottom, you'll see that I was putting my stacks in here. You don't need to go through all this, but what I'm talking about up here is crucial for the video's ranking and getting a little bit more success. Now, aside from that, the next step is when you're filling this out, you remember how I said in the very beginning, we're going to create those playlists with the state. Why you want to do that first is because then when you're creating your videos, you can just click on this and add them right into the playlist that you have created. So if you're targeting a state or a particular city, just add them right into the bucket. Like, remember, that's your top level content. And then underneath it is your supporting content. So it's my top level category page, which is going to be my playlist. Underneath it is my supporting videos. Why do we want the playlist, Chris? Because when you go and you share, you want to share the entire playlist library. Okay, so if anybody does land on it, the videos start, it's more powerful. So trust me, utilize this. Let's move on. The next step after that is you want to fill all of these details out. So this is no age restrictions, going to be no unless you're doing something dodgy. Inside of here, You can leave this directly how it is inside of your tags, whatever you used up here. All right, whatever your primary is here, and whatever you used inside your video scheme. So it's your primary keyword and variations of your keyword. That's what I would add down here. I would add that right in and then break it down. So if you were doing catering, it's catering plus city, city plus catering. I would just add it right in here just like that. And you want to make at least 7 tags based around this. You have to have at least 7, okay? Now, moving on down the list here, video, you want to fill this out. Video is your language. Captions, you want to make sure you fill this out. You want to fill out each and every detail. You want it to be as easy as possible for Google to understand and index your video. The next step is this, recording date. You can fill that in, and then here is your location. Wherever you are trying to target, even if your business is somewhere else, whatever you're trying to target. So say if I'm in a primary state, but I made a video for my keyword plus a small city or town, that's exactly what I'm going to put here. I'm going to put my small city or town / state. Reason being is because it's an enhancement within YouTube, and it's going to show up inside of the video. And here's what I mean. So see up here, bam. So you have 2 things you can put right here. You can either put hashtags, which I don't really like for local, or you could go down to the bottom and add that geo modifier, which is inside of here, and it'll show up here. So if you use hashtags, they'll show up here. If you use the geolocation, it'll show up here. My advice, put the locations in that particular place. Now, next, after that, after you fill out all of these details, the next step is your category. Whatever makes sense to you, you can fill it out. As you can see, it didn't really matter for me. If it's for commercial intent based stuff, I turn the comments off, but it is completely up to you. You can turn them on. It doesn't necessarily affect ranking within SERP, all right? If you want to add some bonus stuff or add more links or do more stuff, you can. But then you run some risk. It's completely up to you for the comments. Commercial, I turn them off. So that is how you're going to go ahead and fill these details out. Now let's go into how we can utilize Semrush for finding some of these keywords. So once we're inside of here, we have our primary up here. We're going to do a big broad match search within Semrush. After that, we want to go to our advanced filters. We want to go to our SERP features, and however your mouse is set, make sure you're scrolling slowly because you can roll right over it. So let's go here. You want to scroll on down because I was doing it the hard way, and you don't want to do it the hard way. Use this here instead of looking at each and every one over here under SERP features. Just add it in here. So we're just going to check the video, okay, and then we're going to press enter or apply. So now our objective is this. Once we have utilized our tool to figure out, okay, which SERP results are allowing a video for what keywords? So we need to go through our list here and figure out, do I have content based around this particular aspect? So do I have a page on catering food ideas? If not, maybe I might want one. But if I do, I'm going to create my video based around this keyword. Why? Because it has a search engine results page feature. It's an added enhancement. There's an opportunity for a video to pop up. But every single time you find one, it's very good because you're probably not going to do hundreds or thousands. It's a good idea to take a look at this and see if it's on the first page. You see? So we would take a look at this and see, hey, is it on the first page? Or is it on the second page? Because we want ones that are popping up towards the top. So that's the next step. We need to see if I'm adding this enhancement or if I'm going through the trouble, is it actually showing up on the first page? So our very next step on this list is going to be find the keywords with video enhancements. So like I mentioned before, we're going to go inside of Semrush or whatever tool you really like. We're going to do our primary search and we're looking for keywords that we already have on our websites or ones that make sense for our content marketing strategy that we can build content around with also video. And we want to develop a plan. Start small and then scale. So maybe build out 5 pages or 4 pages. Or I would first, like I mentioned, double check and see if you already have content that you can start making videos on. Because if you want, it's very, very easy to create a video. You don't need to get fancy. You can use, Windows Movie Maker, and you can make thumbnails in Paint Shop or whatever you have, free, all free. Make 10 photos, make a photo deck slide. You can get Movie Maker or whatever tool you have for video makers, and you can stack the thumbnail. You can just stack the thumbnails and make a video. And then you follow the step-by-step process like I mentioned before. Creating the video, adding this exact process here. And then the last piece is just what we talked about. Adding the videos to pages, have the videos in the SERP. Create the pages or add it to pages that I already have that have a SERP feature of a video. So that is pretty much going to wrap up the strategy. As you expand this strategy, as you grow it out, you're going to create and again, this is just an example for catering, but you're going to create your playlists. You're going to create your videos underneath that. You're only creating videos or adding videos to pages that allow the SERP results feature to pop up. Again, don't miss the step of looking at the SERP and seeing if it's a first page feature or if it's out in oblivion, okay? So I definitely hope that this has been helpful for you and your business. My name is Chris Palmer. If you have any further questions related to local SEO, video SEO, or anything related to SEO, digital marketing, Facebook ads, Google My Business, I mean really anything at all, always feel free to go ahead and leave it in the comments below or reach out 570-810-1080. I always look forward to seeing you in the next local SEO, how to get increased traffic from video. I'll see you in the next. Goodbye. That was a lot of fun. I hope that made sense.